Hello, my love. I hope that you have stretched your body at some point this morning. I hope that you have time for this visit. I hope you are well. Good morning to you. I was thinking that it never hurts to make the implicit explicit at times, and the implicit explicit. It did not sound like it fell out of my mouth correctly. And so I thought I would say, although I think it is obvious, what I am doing here. And in this and in these, I hope to maybe perhaps provide you a little entertainment, a moment to stop and pause. I hope to provide advice, or at least to present it, for possible consumption or not. There is a desire on my part to look out for you, of course. And this is perhaps, or perhaps not, a means of doing so and giving you some insight into things that you might find useful. You might also not find them useful. You may not find this advantageous for you in the least bit, and I wouldn't blame you in the least if you decide it is not your cup of tea at all, period, hard stop. However, I present these nonetheless, and in doing so, although I may often talk in terms of prescriptions as compared to proscriptions, I think, this is all simply food for thought. Take it or leave it as you will. I am most certainly not saying what you must do, or what I, in a certain sense, hope you will do, which is an odd thing to say, because I often say that I hope you are X, Y, or Z, and the tenor of these transmissions are, I suspect, that I hope that you take the advice, or at least consider it in a certain regard. But truth be told, I am very well aware that of numerous things, but one of which is that advice that is not sought is not heard, and none of this is sought. What people will do is in their own control, and I am well aware that I cannot, never could, quite frankly, even when I was there, control what you do. Perhaps in a certain regard, these are simply more for me than you, in that they will assuage, that is a word I also does not roll off my tongue well, my own concerns about your safety, which leads to what is underlying all this is that I am trying to avoid you getting hurt or making mistakes. And even as I say that, I know that that is a fool's errand. Mistakes will be made, and you will be hurt. That is the nature of life. And that is also why, perhaps of all the things that I have said and will say, arguably the most important is the belief in repair. And that no matter what happens, you can come to terms with it. Perhaps move on from it, as the case may be, get up from it, accept it, welcome it, perhaps even. But the idea of repair is underlying all of that. So, I doubt any of this needed to be said. Again, I think it casts a greater light on my own, perhaps, shortcomings and fragilities. Yet nonetheless, I present them to you. If anything, I hope you find them a bright spot, perhaps, in your day. So, I will leave it at that. And again, with my recommendations of a visit from the Goon Squad and the music of Laura Gibson. And I love you.